Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman soared across the sky as the first woman of African American and Native American descent to earn her pilot license in the U.S. Known for performing flying tricks, Coleman's nicknames were Brave Bessie, Queen Bess, and the only race aviatrix in the world. Her goal was to encourage women and African American to reach their dreams, and this became her legacy. Though her life and career were cut short in a tragic plane crash, her life and legacy continues to inspire people around the world.
Born in Atlanta, Texas on January 26, 1892, Bessie Coleman had 12 brothers and sisters. By the time she was 18, she had saved enough money to attend the Colored Agricultural and Normal University, now Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma. She dropped out of college after one semester because she could no longer afford the tuition. At age 23, Coleman went to go stay with her brothers in Chicago. She went to the Birmingham School of Beauty Culture in 1915, where she became a manicurist and worked at a local barbershop. Meanwhile, her brothers were serving in the military during World War I and came home and told stories of their time in France. Her brother John teased her because the French women were allowed to learn how to fly airplanes, and in the United States, Coleman could not. Stories from her brothers and news of other pilots during the war inspired Coleman to become a pilot.
To become a pilot.
She
applied to many schools across the country, but no school would take her because she was both African American and a woman. Robert Abbrot, a famous African American newspaper publisher, told her to move to France where she could learn how to fly. Since her application to flight schools needed to be written in French, she began taking French classes at night. Finally, Coleman was accepted at the Caudron Brothers School of Aviation in Le Catois, France. She received her international pilot's license on June 15, 1921, from the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale. She then returned to the United States. Coleman's dream was to own a plane and to open her own flight school. She gave speeches and showed films of her air tricks at churches, theaters, and schools to earn money. She refused to speak anywhere that was segregated or discriminated against African Americans.
In 1922, she performed the first public flight by an African American woman. She was famous for the loop-de-loops and making the shape of an 8 in an airplane. She traveled the country, giving flying lessons, and performed in-flight shows. She encouraged other African American and women to learn how to fly. Though she died at the age of 34, her legacy still inspires many communities all over the country. The Chicago Pilots Association in 1931 started a tradition of flying over Coleman's grave every year. There are many aviation clubs named in her honor, like the Bessie Coleman Aerial Club, organized by William Powell in the 1930s, and the Bessie Coleman Aviators, formed in 1977 in Chicago. In 1995, the Bessie Coleman stamp was made to commemorate all of her accomplishments. And in 2023, the U.S. Mint released a special coin, a quarter, featuring Bessie Coleman as part of their American Woman Quarter program.
This has been a Black History Month moment brought to you by the Black Excellence Leadership Council. Until next time.